Alright, so boom. For those of you who don't know, Mr. J. Cole, Cole World, aka Mr. Nice Watch, Mr.
Oh shit. Okay.
Don't Get a Haircut, he decided to surprise us with a new song. When I first seen the title Heaven's EP, I really thought it was a album announcement. I was like, is he really dropping an EP called Heaven's EP? That'd be dope. Right. But when I clicked on the video, I was like, oh, this is a song. And he's basically rapping over the pipe down beat, because I recognize that beat from when the shit came in with the drums, like do 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 do. I'm working on me. And then he came in and he just started, doing his J. Cole Thug Thizzle and venting about where he's at, his headspace, his life, his mental state, all those type of things. But there are a couple bars in the song that caught the attentions of fans alike, particularly a bar where he feels like he is in third place compared to Kendrick and Drake, which are his counterparts. But he also doubles back and says that he also looks up to them niggas, right? Right. Cool. So that also sparked a conversation between hip hop blogs and a lot of YouTube reviewers. One in particular that we are fans of, Shawn Cee, who then decided to make a video critiquing the J. Cole song, and he had a lot to say, basically. I'm not gonna go through the points he made in the video. If you want to do that, you go watch the video yourself. But we're here in response to Shawn Cee's points and critiques that he made on the J. Cole song. So T, you being the J. Cole fan, or being the J. Cole fan that you is, how do you feel? Well, first off, how do you feel about the song in general? And then you can go into how do you feel about what Shawn Cee had to say about the song.
So pretty much, I like the song. I enjoyed it. Far as him rapping and shit, like he's doing his thing, sort of a continuation of what we've been getting from J. Cole. Now, far as like the whole top 3 comment and stuff like that, a lot of people was like, oh yeah, he's admitting like J. Cole and he's admitting Drake and Kendrick are, his superiors. And he's like, nah, he just said it like on some respect type of junk. Like, I respect them, they superstars to me, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, I'm still the illest person alive, this and this. So he doubled down on it, saying like, yeah, even though that's how y'all feel, this is how I feel. Far as like the stuff that, Shawn Cee was saying, I agree with some of it, but then some of it I don't. Like, yeah, pretty much, he was saying like, it's obvious that J. Cole, feels inspired, And I don't know, it was like the way he said it, it felt like he was saying it like it was an issue or something, And I'm like, shoot, cause pretty much he said along the lines of like, if he's dropping music or whatever, like, and he's saying stuff like this, it's obvious that he's not satisfied, with the body of work that he dropped earlier this year. And I'm like, I don't really think that's the case, because I'm like, if you really looking at it, I'm like, ever since he dropped KOD, for the most part, J. Cole has been active. And then not to mention, like the damn featuring he gave us back in 2018, and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, like what's wrong with him being inspired? Like Freddie Gibbs, ever since, that whole snub with the Grammys, he been going crazy.
Hey, I will say this though, like little sidebar. Drake do be inspiring niggas, because every time he drops like a project, it's always one beat on there in particular that every rapper just feels like they have to rap over. Like even with the EP he dropped earlier this year.
He does inspire, but back to what Shawn Cee was saying though, he was saying he don't take that inspiration and make better music. And I was like, what do you mean by that? Because he just dropped the off season, which is arguably, a lot of people would say arguably probably his best project to date. Now it's arguable in my opinion, but that's what a lot of people, as far as like the consensus say. And I don't got a problem with that. And one thing about it, it's like, even, you know what I'm saying, with his reaction video, like with his own review, you know what I'm saying, he enjoyed the project. His only thing is he don't go back to it for real. And that's okay for you. You know, that's okay for him because it's like, yeah, he don't go back to it, but me personally, I go back to the off season more than I go back to Certified Lover Boy.
Now, in defense of that, the off season did come out in what, like April, March?
Yeah.
Like, kind of Cole was one of the first mainstream artists to kind of like, you know, basically set it off and just like, you know, drop a project, and then that's kind of when everybody else follows suit. So, in Drake's defense, his album is still aging with us because it only came out like what 2-3 weeks ago. So, yeah, gotta give him a little bit more time. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of go back to Views a little bit more often than I thought I was gonna go back to Views when it first came out. Okay,
you go back to Views a lot more, and then that's the other thing, you know what I'm saying? Like his previous projects, like ever since Views, you know what I'm saying? Views is probably his best project post. If you're reading this, it's too late. Ever since then, it's like the quality of music has steadily gone down. Versus J. Cole, it's like the quality of music with each album has gone up. Not to mention, it's like people say he's doing better rapping than he was like earlier in his career when he first came out. So it's like, yeah, for the most part, you know what I'm saying, Drake has been on top, especially when you think about the earlier parts of his career. But it's like when you think about now, it's like the numbers are the thing that keeps him afloat, far as like him being at the top and stuff. Because it's like album wise, there's really no, everything has been hit or miss.
I wouldn't say Drake's music has gotten worse. I'm not gonna say that because I don't think it's gotten worse. I think Drake has reached a plateau, if you want to put it that way. He's reached a plateau to where he has a formula, it works, he knows it's gonna work, and he's just kind of been, you know, riding off that for the past 5 years.
I mean, it works, but at the same time, you can say that, but then you can't go back and say like, oh, J. Cole played it safe with this album. Oh, J. Cole played it safe with this freestyle or whatever, when Drake literally gave us a typical Drake album. And then he's saying like Drake wasn't playing it safe. I'm like, dude, these literally the same features that Drake done had since 2018.
J. Cole has kind of played it safe a little bit himself. If you want to like go into the albums that he's done, like his projects personally, as far as like yeah, KOD, he kind of gave you a little bit of trap, you know, inspired tracks like what's that song? Count It Up, yeah, stuff like that. Like he done gave you a glimpse of that, but for the most part, like J. Cole's like a lot of J. Cole's biggest moments has been his features versus tracks by himself.
Which they get into the whole other argument far as him being like in that big three. Them features, like them like his standout moments, you know what I'm saying? Comparing all three. Okay, now I'm comparing J. Cole versus Kendrick. I feel like J. Cole has produced better features than Kendrick.
And I would agree with that point. Because Kendrick, for one, Kendrick don't do a lot of features, and he hasn't had a feature run like Drake, Cole, or Drake. As far as like if you like ranking that as a category, but he do drop the better projects. He do drop the better projects, far as like having the album and like I will agree with Shawn Cee on that. Kendrick Lamar do drop the better conceptual albums and stuff. When it comes to a subject, it don't be nothing. It don't be surface level. Like he going as far as possible in his mind to grab some shit. Like versus J. Cole, like for the most part, yeah, when he do talk about issues and stuff like that, like it be for the most part it be kind of surface level, but at the same time I feel like he get deep when he talk about a little, you know what I'm saying, the personal stuff that's bothering him. But far as him just talk about the issues and stuff like that, it's very surface level. And then it's like, you know what I'm saying, with KOD, that one was pretty much Kids on Drugs and like the several other different titles. Like, yeah, I had a message to it, but for the most part, it was just like, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? It was surface level. Right. I mean, he don't, and that's the thing about J. Cole, and that's kind of where to be honest, I agree with a lot of the shit Shawn Cee said, even though I am a J. Cole fan, but I mean, we gotta call a spade a spade. J. Cole don't I ain't gonna say he don't talk that deep, but he don't think that deep into what he's talking about. Like, it's
that's
almost
what I'm
like
saying.
he says what's the first thing on his mind. Like, he basically, J. Cole is like your average nigga. He's just gonna say how he feels.
And that's their relatability, which is I feel like is underrated too when talking about that whole top 3 thing. Like, far as him being like the most relatable rapper, which is the reason why, like, every time, like, he was saying, like, he can't drop a project and disappear for years at a time, when he literally did this shit like some years ago. Like, he literally did that back in 2015 and 16. Dropped some, disappeared. Dropped For Your Eyes Only, disappeared. People would still want more. I agree with him on this point too. J. Cole, to me, is a better rapper. J. Cole is a better rapper than Drake. But at the same time, Drake could say some shit that'll like Drake got more quotables, put it like that, compared to J. Cole.
He is the king of the IG captions.
So it's like, I don't know, for me, when it comes to that whole top 3 argument, it's like, yeah, Kendrick Lamar, he got the concepts and stuff, and he low-key, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar got the concepts and he got the rapping and junk. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, Drake over here, you know what I'm saying, he got the numbers. He ain't got the albums and nothing like that, but he got the numbers. J. Cole, he got the relatability.
He got the numbers.
And, you know what I'm saying, and he can be in that numbers argument too, especially talking about that whole, you know what I'm saying, double platinum, no feature shit. And that go back to what I was finna say, cause I'm like, shoot, yeah, like, I feel like the top 3 is low-key balanced out all the way. Like, it's balanced. You got the numbers over here, you got the concepts over here, you got the relatability and shit over here. And then also, I even throw in features over here with J. Cole, because Drake features, it's like, yeah, it's nice to have that Drake cosign, but at the same time, his features here lately have been hit or miss.
Yeah, Drake in general is just a hit or miss artist to me.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, so that's why I feel like it's well balanced all the way across. But honestly, just between, like, I feel like J. Cole is just the Tim Duncan of rap. Well balanced, can do just about everything, but he gonna do it at an efficient rate.
So you saying you agree but disagree with Shawn Cee's points as far as what he made about J. Cole?
Yeah. Some stuff I agree with, some stuff I don't agree with. To me, it's a balance. Like, there's really no clear number 1. Like, there's really no.
They all bring something different to the table.
Exactly. So that's why, like, this whole, like, when people just automatically throw J. Cole to bronze, I be kind of like that. Not even being a J. Cole fan, I'm like, are y'all really actually breaking this down? Come, like, some of the same arguments and stuff you can use for Drake, you know what I'm saying, you can use for J. Cole. I mean, you know, vice versa. I mean, you know.
I agree. I would agree with that point.
So that's why I feel like at the end of the day, it's like, to me, it's balanced, but people personal bias get thrown in it.
Of course, it's me.
And that's when it gets shifted to like, yeah, such and such is better than such and such. But I'm like, but he does these things better than him. So it's,
everybody got their weaknesses. It's kind of like everybody's strength is their strength, but it's like everybody's weakness is somebody else's strength at the same time. But yeah, man, I'm gonna give J. Cole to the next project to show what he's got cooking up, because he sounds like he's inspired. He sounds like he's ready to show people. I feel like this next project might be the project he finally meshes his 2 skill sets and finally gives the people what they want. Drake, on the other hand, I don't know what the fuck Drake finna do next. At this point, like, I could really care less. Drake is Drake. Kendrick needs to fucking drop. I'm waiting on that. But yeah, man. So let us know how you guys feel in the comments. Yeah, Shawn Cee. This is our response. Holla at your boys, but don't yell.
oh wow.
Deuces.